first order of business, I always got to give honor and praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So I want to do that first. Thank Him for allowing me to be here today. Thank you all for being here. Parents, thank you for bringing me out. Coaches, Adia, thank you so much for having me. Second order of business. How many LeBron fans in here? Raise your hand if you're LeBron fans. LeBron fans? Oh, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. No. 2 points that I want to make, or 2 things that I want to talk to you tonight about adversity and perspective. Real quick, can somebody give me a definition of adversity? Somebody? Nobody knows what adversity is?
I've heard it.
What do you think it is? Nobody knows what adversity is.
No, nobody knows.
Okay. Adversity is something that you may come up against. It may be an obstacle that you may face, a problem that you may have, a situation that may come up in life. It may seem like a roadblock, something that may cause you to stumble. There's different levels of adversity that you may face, and some of you may have already faced some of that. Have any of you felt like you faced something like that before? Come on, I know all y'all can talk, and y'all, come on, let's go. Nobody has felt like they've been in a situation where they've been in trouble, or a situation where you feel like you didn't see a way out?
Elementary.
Nobody? What was your situation?
Huh?
What was your situation? Just have your hand up. What was your adverse situation?
I gotta explain it?
Yeah.
That's doing too much, man. Honestly.
Participation, boys. Come on.
We get points for it?
Let's hear your story.
I can't remember now.
Okay.
I'm like dead serious. I just had it. I can't remember. I'm like dead serious right now.
All right, so Adia introduced me. Again, my name is Courtney Holloway. Some of you have probably seen me around here. I'm at the practices, I'm at the games, tournaments, whatever. CJ is my son. Like I said, I want to talk to you about those 2 points, adversity and perspective. Okay? Just real quick, some quick information about me. Born and raised right here in Wichita, Kansas. Attended Wichita Public Schools like most of you. Played a little bit of ball in my time around y'all's age. I probably wasn't nearly as good as any of y'all, but I played a little ball. Biddy basketball was a thing back in my day. Everybody played biddy. Trying to make an all-star team. Get on the all-star team, and back then, you make the all-star team, you go to the national tournament. It was in Puerto Rico. We get to represent Wichita and Puerto Rico. So that was always a big thing. So I did that. Played little basketball at Robinson Middle School. Anybody go to Robinson? Robinson Middle School, out in Ramsey House. I played there my 8th grade year. Played for Coach Jackson, Coach Randy Jackson, which was a legend here in Wichita. He was in that plane crash at Wichita State. Anybody know about the football plane crash at Wichita State? Y'all probably too young for that. Some of y'all know about it. But my coach Randy Jackson, he was one of the players that was in that crash, and he survived the crash. Went on and went to Heights High School. Anybody going to Heights? I know we got 8th graders going to Heights. Okay, I'm a Wichita Heights graduate. Like I said, born and raised right here in Wichita, Kansas. I went away to college. Moved away to Manhattan, Kansas, and started college at Kansas State. You K-State fans? No? No K-State fans?
I like your football. I stopped watching film after they
So I went away to college, freshman year of college. I think that's when I hit my first level of adversity, right? I'm an 18, 19-year-old, away from home, college atmosphere. It's parties, it's girls, it's everything, right? So I kind of sort of majored in partying, right? And one semester I graduated with a degree in partying. Unfortunately, they don't actually give those degrees away, and so they sent me packing. I had to go back home, right? Yeah, big mistake, adversity, right? So come back here, go to Wichita State, end up meeting my wife in college. We eventually get married. This was in May of 2005. We get married. After we get married, we find out a few months later that she's pregnant. We're going to have our first child. Everything is going good, right? Just got married, just found out I'm gonna have a son. You know, first person I call when I find out I'm having my son is my dad. I was raised in a two-parent household. Some of the best parents in the world. My mom is here today, my wonderful mom right here. Unfortunately, my dad passed away in 2005. But like I said, we got married, found out I was having my son, called my dad, said, hey, Dad, I'm having a son, you're going to have a grandson, everything's going to be great. 3 months later, he passed away. Just didn't wake up, went to bed one night, didn't wake up. I'm 23, 24 years old at this time, but that hit me, that was another adversity. Socked me right in the stomach. 24 years old, lost my dad, my hero. Best dad in the world. We did everything. He was in every game, every practice. We built stuff together. And so my dream was, man, I'm having a son. We're going to do the same stuff. He's going to be around to go to CJ's games. We're going to do stuff together. It's going to be the three of us. We're going to go to games, NFL games. We're going to see the Chiefs play. I'm a Chiefs fan. But that adversity hit, right? 24 years old, boom, hit me, socked me. I'm like, man, I don't know if I can take this. I lost my hero, you know? But I had to keep pushing. I had my son on the way, I had my wife, we had just bought a home. And so when things are going well, it's easy to be happy. It's easy to keep going. Like I said, when adversity hits, it can knock you down. But how many of you know that adversity is not meant to knock you down? Adversity is actually meant to propel you forward. And it's the way that you handle the adversity, it's the way that you handle the issue or the problem that you come across, and the way that you look at it, your perspective on it. I'll ask this, and I asked in adversity, and nobody gave me a definition. Maybe some of y'all have warmed up to me a little bit. Can anybody tell me what perspective means? Thank you. Yes, sir. A viewpoint, a way you look at things, right? The way you look at it. So in these situations where I go away to school, I get kicked out because I party too much, I could have looked at it as, man, I messed up. This is it. I quit, right? Or I start my family, and I'm looking forward to my dad and his grandson, my son, and doing these things together. And boom, he dies. And I could have been like, man, forget, I'm through. Forget it, right? But no, I got to keep going. Got to keep going. So like I said, he dies 6 months after we get married. CJ's born in April 2005. Thank you, son. April 2006. That following month, in May of 2006, would have been my wife's very first Mother's Day. This was Mother's Day weekend. CJ has a seizure. He's not even 2 months old yet. Adversity, boom, socked both of us this time. Our firstborn son. Been looking forward to it, looking forward to his birth. He's not even 2 months old yet. He has a seizure. Going to the hospital, he's hooked up to wires. Doctors running everywhere. We can't get any answers. We don't know what's going on. Crying. Adversity, right? I'm like, man, all this stuff is going on. I'm seemingly trying to do the right thing. I'm not perfect. But I'm not out here robbing or killing or, you know what I mean? I'm trying to do the right thing. Adversity just keeps hitting. Boom, boom, boom. I thank God CJ is 12 now, and he's never had another seizure. So I'm grateful for that. So I'm going to fast forward now, because this is 2006. All this is going on. I'm going to fast forward September 2017. Now what I do, my job, I work for the state of Kansas. I am a tax officer. And basically what that means is the businesses around here who are supposed to be remitting sales tax to the state, sales tax, withholding tax, when they don't remit that money, then they owe the state. The state goes after them. Send out letters, make calls. Somebody try to contact you, work out payment plans, whatever the case may be. After so many attempts of trying to get you to get this sales tax remitted, to get this money paid that you owe the state, then your case comes across my desk. And when your case comes across my desk, it's my job to go out and collect this money by any means necessary. So what that means is I draw up warrants, tax warrants. I contact Central County Sheriff. I say, hey, we're going out to Mr. So-and-so's house. We're going to take his boat. We're going to take his car. We're going to take his motorcycle. Whatever assets he has, we're going to snatch those up. We're going to auction them off, sell them, and apply it towards his debt. So on this particular day, September 19th, 2017, it's like any other day. I get up, go to work, kiss my wife goodbye, tell the boys, see you later, have a good day. At school, love y'all, I'm out. I have 2 seizures lined up. That's what I call them, seizures, tax seizures. I have 2 of them lined up for the morning. One is at a trucking company. Another one's at a construction company. Roll up to the trucking company. It's myself and 2 other agents from the Department of Revenue. They're actually training, so they're with me to see how it works. And there's another lady from Topeka that's over them, overseeing them and making sure they're completing their training. I have 2 Central County Sheriff officers with me. I also have a auction company with me, and I have a locksmith with me. The auction company comes along because whatever we take, they hook it up, take it to the auction house. Locksmith comes because he comes to change the locks of the business so you can't get back in. Pull up to the trucking company, ask for the owner. Owner comes out. Hey, Courtney Holloway, Kansas Department of Revenue, serving with these tax warrants. Got to shut you down, season everything today. Oh, hold on, man. Hold on. Just let me do this. Let me do that. I said, man, look, you got 30 minutes. He sends his secretary to the bank. She comes back with a check, cashier's check, $10,000. That's what he owed. Comes back with the check, $10,000. All right, settle it. I move on to the next case. We go to a convenience store and we huddle up with Central County Sheriff on a regroup. All right, this is our next stop. I explained to him this is the guy we're going to seize now. Runs a construction company, runs it out of his home. Prior to going after these things, we always investigate people. So I've ridden by your house. I've taken pictures of the assets that are sitting outside. I've searched you on social media to find out different things about you. I've accessed your bank accounts. I've accessed all these things about you, so I know all about you prior to going out. So I'm telling Central County Sheriff, this is the guy we're going to see, Mr. So-and-so. Got to serve him with these tax warrants. We're going to shut down this construction company. Central County Sheriff said, oh, okay, I've seen this name come through before. He had a little issue with some marijuana charge or something like that. Shouldn't be a big deal. We can go in and get it done. So we roll up to his house, knock on the door, boom, boom, boom. Nobody there. So I give him a call. Say, Mr. So-and-so, it's Courtney Holloway, Kansas Department of Revenue. I'm at your house. You owe the state some money. You haven't been responding to our calls. You haven't been responding to the warrants that were issued out. I'm here to personally serve you the warrants. I'm going to shut down your construction company. I got to take all your equipment today. He said, hold on, man. I'll be there. Give me 10 minutes. I'll be there. He pulls up, pops out. He's hot. What's going on? I say, hey, man, you haven't contacted me back. I've reached out to you several times. This is the deal. Got to shut you down. I'm taking your stuff. He said, man, I've been working with an accounting firm. They haven't contacted you. He said, no, I haven't heard nothing from no accounting firm. He calls the accounting firm while I'm standing there. Gets him on the phone. Puts him on speakerphone. The man's talking all this stuff. So long story short, it comes to find out the accounting firm is the one that actually dropped the ball. So I said to the man, I said, look, obviously there was an issue that was out of your hands. At the same time, I've been trying to contact you. Other people have been contacting you. You've been served the warrants before. You know what's going on. You should have reached out to me to let me know what was happening. I said, what I'm going to do, you have a job site right now that you're out on. All the equipment's there. The plan was to go out there and take all of it. I'm not going to take your equipment. So what I am going to do, though, is that truck that you just pulled up in, hand me over the keys to that. We're going to seize that right now. He said, all you need to do is give me the necessary paperwork that we need to resolve this issue. I'll turn the truck back over to you, and it'll be all good. The man shook my hand. Said, man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Got in the car with the rest of the agents. Central County Sheriff pulled up and said, hey, let's go get some lunch. So we all go get some lunch. Playa Azul, Mexican food. We like Mexican food. Love Mexican food, right? So Playa Azul, eat some lunch. An hour goes by, we eating lunch. Head back to the office, right? I get out, I go in the office. The other two agents that were in training, they continue on with the lady from Topeka. They're going on to do some other activities, other training activities. So I go in the office, get back to my desk and doing some paperwork, responding to some emails, returning some calls, checking my voicemail, office stuff. Another hour or so goes by. One of the other agents in the office comes back and says, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so is here to see you up front." I said, "Oh, cool. I just left his house a few hours ago. We'll go up here and talk to him. Maybe he got the paperwork that I asked for. We can settle this case, boom, be done, right?" Get up from my desk, walk up to the front, table just like this, a little bit higher though, about chest to chest with the man. "How you doing, sir?" I said, "Hey man, I thought we had a deal." I said, "We did. What's the problem?" He said, "Man, you drained my bank account. Took $50,000 out of my bank account." I said, "Yeah, well, that's part of the procedure, sir. Prior to even pulling up to your house, I dropped bank levies on your accounts. That's part of the procedure." So the deal was, I'm going to take all your equipment. He goes on to say, it's like 30 seconds of conversation. He goes on to say, "Well, you're going to mess this up. These checks are going to bounce and this, and that." And he's starting to get a little upset, not too outraged, not getting loud with me, but he's got a folder with his paperwork in it, right? So I'm like, all right. He goes to unzip the folder. As soon as he unzipped the folder, what's sticking out the end of that folder? 45 caliber. Pulls it out, unloads the clip, hits me 5 times with 45. Twice in my right arm, once in my left hip, once in my right side, and blew my middle finger off on my left hand. Adversity. Adversity. What am I going to do now? Laying on the floor in the office, screaming for help, calling out to God, saying, "Please save my life. Don't let me lose my life, because I got 2 boys I got to raise, and I got a wife that's dependent on me." Adversity. Boom. Long story short, I try to kind of speed it up because there's a lot to it. Sometimes I get excited about it. I get excited about it because I get excited that God spared my life. He gave me a second opportunity in life. And so when I get a chance to do things like this, it gets me excited. Because if God can give me the opportunity to have a second chance at life, and if I can use this story to touch just one person, if one of y'all can be inspired to do something by the time I leave this place, and I feel like I've accomplished what I set out to do. Shot 5 times, rushed me to the hospital, take me to the back. And one that came in my right side, it punctured my lung, bruised my lung is what they said. They had to insert what's called a chest tube in my side, tube about this long. Cut me open right next to the bullet wound, jammed it in. Took me back to surgery, right? I go back to surgery, come out of surgery. Later on that night, about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I wake up, like, ooh, I made it, right? Look around the room, ain't nobody in there. I'm like, man, well, I almost died. Where's everybody at? You know? Where's everybody at? I called the nurse, like, "Hey, where's everybody at? Call my wife, call my mama." She calling them. Ain't getting no answer. I'm like, man, what in the world? I said, go out to the waiting room or something. Somebody got to be here, right? So they go out there, and I guess their phones wasn't getting reception in the waiting room, so they come in. So happy to see them. So happy to see everybody. My mom, my wife, they told me, "Man, why don't you just rest? Why don't we just send everybody home?" I said, "No way. Anybody that's out there that wants to see me, send them in." I almost died. I want to see people, right? Adversity. So this is where perspective kicks in. Because here I am, laying in the hospital, shot up. I can't feel from my knee down to my foot. I can't feel. I got a huge bandage on this arm from the 2 shots. Can't really move this arm. Got a huge bandage on this finger from where they sewed it back together, put it all back together. Bandage ran all over this arm, so can't really move around, can't really do nothing. Can't feel my leg. perspective. Man, I'm doing the right thing. I'm just working, taking care of my kids, taking care of my wife. Here I am laid up almost dead. Perspective now. Whole perspective change. The way I look at it, right? The way I view it. There's two ways I can view it. Say, man, oh, woe is me. This happened to me. This is over. I'm going to be injured for the rest of my life. I'm going to be crippled. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. I'm done. Or I can look at it and say, man, this happened to me, but I'm going to get up. I'm going to keep pushing. I got too much to live for. At that time, I was 35 years old. I'm 36 years old now. I know I look a lot younger. Y'all probably thought I was in 9th or 10th grade like y'all. 36 years old. So I got to keep pushing, right? It's my perspective change. I'm looking at it in a whole different light. Adversity hit. Trying to wrap it up and bring it all home. I know you're waiting on the point. What y'all have to understand is there's different levels of adversity. Now, obviously, being shot 5 times, that's pretty extreme. But whatever it is that you face in life, whatever the issue, whatever the problem, whatever the circumstance, you cannot let that circumstance define you. You can't let that issue or that situation define you. Whatever it is, you can overcome it if you put the work into it, right? I get shot on a Tuesday. I stay in the ICU Wednesday. Move me to a hospital room Thursday. Friday, I go to a rehab facility. So it's going really fast. I'm progressing really fast, right? So I go to a rehab facility. I check in on a Friday evening. Doctors and nurses come in. They meet with me, talk to me. Said, well, we don't do any of the physical therapy on Saturdays and Sundays. But on Monday morning, we're going to hit the ground running. We're going to come in, go to work. Man, I just got here. I can't even really walk. Still can't even really use my hands. Something about we going to work. The lady looks at me and she said, the therapists are here to help you. They're going to do everything that they possibly can to help you. But what you get out of it is what you put into it. It's a very similar situation to what y'all face on this basketball court. Coaches are here to help you. Parents are here to help you. But what you get out of it is what you put into it. So she looks at me and she says, how long do you want to be here? How long do I want to be here? I don't want to be here at all. If I got to pick a day, I said, man, I'm no longer than a week. I said, by next Friday, I'm out of here. She said, next Friday? I said, yes, next Friday, I'm out of here. All right. So Monday morning comes, she went in line. 7:30, occupational therapist. Boom, 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 at the door. Mr. Holloway, need you to sit up. Sit up in the bed. She loads the tray in with my breakfast. Occupational therapist, she said, I need to make sure that you can eat, feed yourself, do all that. I'm going to try. I can't really, all this stuff going on, I can't really try. I'm going to do it, though. Feed myself. She said, all right. Now I need you to change out your pajamas, put on your clothes. She comes over to the side of the bed. She had these straps she put around me. She got them around her. She pulled me up out of the bed because at this point I can't walk, right? Pulled me up out of the bed, moves me over to the wheelchair. Just after I get dressed, I had to work around and do all that. Finally got dressed, right? So my mom's thinking, man, this is simple, everyday stuff that I'm used to doing, but adversity hit me so tough, I can't even barely feed myself. I can't even barely put my clothes on. What am I going to do? Give up, quit? Say, man, I can't do it. Or do I just push forward? Push forward. She wheeled me over to the sink, pulled me up, stood me up at the sink, said, now you need to wash your face, brush your teeth. Simple stuff. Simple stuff that I used to do every single day, but now it's extremely hard. So she come in, she did that every morning. After I would do that, I would go down and I would go to the gym at this facility and they would do physical therapy with me. They stretched me, they walked me around, and I had to lift weights. Couldn't lift nothing but about 5 or 10 pounds. I was so weak, my body had suffered so much trauma, but even 5 or 10 pounds was hard. So twice a day, every day for that entire week, I had occupational therapy, physical therapy in the morning, occupational therapy, physical therapy in the afternoon. That Friday came, doctor came in, she said, Mr. Holloway, you have exceeded where we thought you would be at this point. We're going to go ahead and release you. Just like I said, I told her 1 week, I'm out of here. I put forth the work, I put forth the effort to be able to keep pushing to get out of there. Like I said, I could have quit. I could have laid there, said, man, I can't do this. I could have just laid up in the rehab facility 2, 3, 4 weeks, a month, just laying around, right? But no, I couldn't do that. So just like many of you, and you get in a situation where you feel like you want to quit, you feel like you want to give up, one of the things that you have to remember is that situations like that are not always about you, and that's something that I learned. Yeah, it happened to me. Yeah, I'm the one that got shot 5 times, but this situation is not about me. The situations like this right now, where God is able to use this, turn it around, and I can share this, and like I said, hopefully inspire at least one of you, right? Perspective, the way I look at it. I don't look at it as being defeated. I don't look at it as this happened to me and I'm going to be messed up. I looked at it as this is an opportunity for me to show my sons this is what happens when you face with adversity. You don't quit. You don't stop. You don't give up. You put 110% effort into whatever it is that you do. How many of you know that quitting can become a habit? Right? You quit something, then next thing you know, you're quitting another thing. You're quitting in the game. You get behind by 10, 15, 20 points, you're quitting in the game. It's over, right? No, it's not. Not to that last horn sound. It's your perspective, the way you look at it. You can look at the scoreboard and see we down 20. You can say the game is over. Or you can look at it and say we got to keep pushing, keep digging away. We're going to cut this down. We're going to get back in it. I had to get back in the game. I was down a lot. Game was pretty much over. People was counting me out. Doctors was counting me out. Doctors said, well, that's as good as it's going to get. I seen doctor after doctor, specialist after specialist. I was in a wheelchair. Went from a wheelchair to a walker. Went from a walker to a cane. I'm slowly progressing, right? Because I'm putting in the work. Once I get released from the rehab center, they have me continue to do the physical therapy, but they have me do it twice a week. So as I'm doing that twice a week, I get a call from a friend that works at the YMCA. Hey man, the director of the YMCA want to meet you. Meet me for it. Man, just come down to the YMCA. He want to meet you. So this is October 13th. It was my birthday, October 13th, 2017. Less than a month after I got shot. Director meets with me and says, hey man, this is what I want to do. I want to offer you a membership to the Y, free membership. I want to set you up with a personal trainer. And, offer a free membership to your family, your wife, your boys to come anytime they want. Wow, really? Yeah. Come on up, sign you up, let's go. So now, I'm doing 2 days a week at the physical therapist. And I'm doing 2 days a week at a personal trainer at the Y. Like I said, I got started in October. It's less than a month. Got shot September 19th. I started the following week. It's like October 15th or 16th. So still less than a month. I'm working out 4 times a week. Barely getting around. At this point, I'm still on the walker. Barely getting around. But I'm pushing, giving 110% effort. How many of y'all give 110% effort every time you step on the court? Game, practice, 110% every single time. Why? Because it's not just about you. Your parents sacrifice, the coaches sacrifice, coach's wife sacrifice. They don't mind doing it. They do it because they want to. But all they expect from you in return is to give it 100% effort when you step on the court. So when you come to practice, you playing around, laughing, joking with your friends, it's okay. You want to build that team camaraderie, you want to build that team spirit, but we're about business when you step on the court. Save that for before or after. Right? 110% effort every single time. Because it's not just about you. It's about the other people that have made sacrifices for you to be here. So like I said, I'm continuing to work 4 days a week. Physical therapist, personal trainer. Physical therapist, personal trainer. Boom, boom, boom. That's how you know I'm getting stronger and stronger and stronger, starting to get my body back as far as physically. I went through months of being in so much pain, up all night. Adversity. Couldn't sleep all night. Didn't fall asleep till the morning because I was in so much pain. Had to get up though, go to the trainer, go to the therapist, continue to work. Why? Because it's not about me. Somebody else is watching. Somebody else is saying, what is he going to do? Somebody else needed to see. Somebody else needed to see me come out of this. Somebody else needed to see me come out, have a positive attitude, keep the smile on my face that I always had. I'm always smiling. Never lost my smile in all that time. 5 shots. Almost died. All messed up. Can't walk. This and that. Never lost my smile. I use the hashtag on all my social media, I'm still here. It's a blessing that I'm still here. God kept me here for a reason. Like I said before, I get excited in situations like this because I never thought that I would be doing stuff like this, but as the months went on, I said, man, I can really turn this thing around. I can use this to my benefit and I can become a motivational speaker. What? Motivational speaker? Yeah. I could do that, right? Because it's all about your perspective, the way you look at it. I'm looking at this thing as, man, I can change this, I can flip this, and I can make this work for me. Use the basketball to your advantage. Change the way you think about it. Basketball is fun, there's no doubt about that, but change the way you think about it. Use the basketball to take you places that you may not necessarily get without it. Use the basketball along with your grades to get you into college. Use your basketball along with your grades to get you scholarships for college. Use the basketball along with your grades to graduate from college and go on to do other things.